Good morning to you.
Good morning.
We're
We're
here.
live.
I know. Pretty
Barely,
exciting.
barely alive.
Yeah, you're the bear. We're alive. We're getting it done. Happy Veterans Day. Thank you to all of our prior service, active service, or fallen, our just, if you've served in some capacity, we thank you so, so much. I appreciate everything that you do. Today is, in fact, the Marine's birthday. Tomorrow is officially Veterans Day. So.
Correct. And Daniel's birthday. Well, would have been
11/11.
11/11. It's a great number.
Also, we've got some fun stuff happening in town tomorrow.
Oh,
We will get to all of the activities that we've got going on. Hi and welcome on a Friday. Very excited to have RTB and Stephanie. I tagged you in this, so definitely follow Rich for some more great fun photos because him and I had probably the most amazing experience of our lives together last Friday.
every
Can you
year.
believe it's only been a week?
I know. But it's still so fresh in my mind.
Yeah, for sure.
So, yeah, we went to the 2023 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremony. And every year it's different, but it gets better and better.
Yeah.
Last year was our first year. It was fantastic.
Well, yeah, and talk about why we decided to embark on this journey. I think it was really funny. Somebody had
Sure.
asked me fairly recently, and I was like, "Well, I'm not going to take your story."
Just tune in.
Yeah, right. Exactly. I was like, "Watch me tomorrow. I'm actually going to be talking to Rich."
Yeah.
Good morning, Justin. Thanks for joining us. Seraphine is going to be on the show. Hi, Ashley. Thank you. RTB and Stephanie, and we're ready to roll.
Yes.
We got Gloria is here with us as well.
Oh, good. Yeah. So the story behind this is that, for me, and I don't know if this is this resonates with other people. It's always hard for me to figure out something to buy for my parents for, the holiday season. So it finally hit me. I was watching the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremony. I think it was back in 2018 or 19. And I was like, you know what? Music has always been part of my family. My dad was playing in the band. He started a band when he was in junior high with three of his buds. They were influenced by Elvis and the Beatles. And I was like, that would be something that I would really, because it was in Brooklyn, I was like, that would be something I'd love to take my dad to. So, I was planning this and I told him, be prepared. I'm trying to put something together. He said, yeah, okay. And then COVID happened. And then once we were clear of that and they started, having more,
Shows being
where
out.
people could, attend, he got ill. And unfortunately, he didn't recover from the illness and he passed away. So now last year, and Stephanie asked her if she'd join me, we went and we honored my dad. And his presence was there
Totally.
when we went. It was fantastic. It was in LA and we had a wonderful time. So I thought, why not just keep this a tradition and honoring him? We get to have an amazing experience this year. John, hi, John. I think he's watching, John Winman. He came and this year I went a little bit more above and beyond just getting good seats. I did us a VIP package where we got into the venue early. We got to have some cocktails. We met a woman named Heather from Toledo, Ohio.
Hi, replacement Heather.
Yes, exactly. I don't know if she was.
I friended her on Facebook.
Have you really?
I did.
She was very nice, very wonderful. We had you guys spent a lot of time chatting in the VIP
You were too
lounge.
nervous in his Sergeant Pepper coat over there.
I couldn't sit down. Because it was very Sergeant Pepper's. I loved it. It was a wonderful black kind of velvet with purple.
Oh, we'll show the coat.
Yeah, and it was funny. I did have a lot. I mean, there were a lot of people who was really nice. Came up and said, "I love that outfit. I love the jacket." Right. Some woman even related it to Sergeant Pepper's and the Beatles, which was kind of cute.
It was epic.
Yeah,
it really was. I think you can see it now.
Okay, there you go.
There's replacement Heather.
Me, you, and John. Yeah. So we had a fantastic time, and we were literally 3 rows from where the floor seatings are, and we were 5 feet away from the right side of the stage's podium, where a lot of the honorees and the
I could have bent down and touched all of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
We were right as they were walking into the area. And I was explaining to someone, we watch them eat. It's always like a zoo animal situation. We're just sitting there watching all the stars interact below us. Last year we were watching Ed Sheeran do funny things and Dolly Parton was there. And this year we were watching Adam Levine try and act normal and casual with his wife.
Right. And of course, like right across from him is Bernie Taupin is sitting there right across from him. And I'm like, oh my God,
is this so real?
Cool. Yeah. And there are some people like, who the hell is that?
That was my favorite. My favorite for the whole show is John and I kept looking at each other. Is this real? Is this real? Okay, it's real.
Believe it. Yeah.
Good morning, Serafina. Thanks for joining us. RTB is here, and we're just going over our experience with the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame because it was just one of those moments where you can't believe that you're there watching this being filmed.
Yeah.
My husband's like, you are ridiculous. I was watching it on Disney Plus, and he's like, are you rewind to get to see yourself in the audience? I was like, yes.
I rewound it. I paused it. I took a picture and sent it to my sister. I'm like, I was there.
Yes, I did.
At 25 minutes. 25 minutes in, there I am.
I was like, wait, Shaka Khan, get out of the way. It's like, I can see my photo. It's me. No,
I am somebody.
It was pretty incredible.
Yeah. Oh, and just here, Peter Frampton comes out, with a walking stick, but he's there. They had a chair for him, and he is jamming on his guitar with Sheryl Crow. And then all of a sudden, when they were doing the tribute to the Musical Influence Award for Link Ray, Jimmy Page comes out and covers Rumble.
It was so
and
good.
He was jamming on his guitar.
That was
like,
actually
oh
my
God.
favorite moment.
Was it?
Yeah.
It was funny because it was you could hear a pin drop because people were just enthralled and just treated to like this amazing performer who's a legend.
Yeah, rock and roll royalty.
Absolutely.
It was pretty incredible to witness.
Yeah. And then, the other honor.
And to also feel like you could touch them.
Yeah.
I'm like,
you and the touching.
Well, you know what? I feel like it's tangible. You know what I mean? When it's an arm's length away from you. And you can't touch them because you'll get arrested, but you could if you wanted
that's
to.
The thing. You'll get the restraining order faster than I will. I'm just talking with them repetitively, And then the Spinners were were honored for their performance.
If you have Disney Plus, I do suggest at some point over the weekend, if you've got a moment, to watch this show because it's really just incredible.
Yeah.
It really was incredible. I can't even believe I was there. I still pinch myself. I'm like, that really happened.
Yeah.
It was wild.
Even the tribute videos before they were inducted.
That's the best part because you learn the behind the scenes of the music, what the culture was, what the year was like, what people were going through.
Yep, it reminds you of where you were, all the influences. I mean, specifically, I'm going to focus on the Spinners because Henry Fabreau and John Edwards was in the audience, but they were also videoed.
Could they have not been the happiest human beings alive? Their joy. It's nice to be in a room full of people that are just. Some of them are like, yeah, thanks. This is a BS award. These guys are genuinely so happy, so kind. You feel their joy just being near them. That's the kind of energy I love.
And I don't know if they saw the video footage beforehand, but just knowing, just being reinforced that that Philly sound and that history. Boys to Men, they were on the video. Nathan Morris, Shane Scottman, and Wanye. Plus Questlove, and just talking about how influential and how important their contribution was.
Yeah.
When if you're listening to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame SXM Sirius station, they talk about it, and they talked about how Aretha kind of pushed them to talk to be produced by so and so.
Yeah.
And then you hear the whole history with Motown and then Philly, and it was amazing.
Well, that's always one of those situations that I talk about often where you're surrounding yourself with these people that bring you up, put you in places you never normally would be put in. And that's the kind of place you need to be if you're looking to grow, if you're looking to elevate. Entrepreneurs, I'm talking to you. Musicians, I'm talking to you. Put yourself in the room with the people that you admire because it lifts everyone up. And it was just that moment where we were all being lifted up. Speaking of which, I want to take a moment and thank our sponsors, Habitat for Humanity, 35 years of putting people back in homes, keeping them in their homes. And they really do an incredible job in our community. If you've got a moment, make a last year-end donation to them. If you've got a clunker in your yard, which I'm donating, that thing in my yard, it's finally going. It's the last. It's the last hurrah.
That's a landmark.
It is a landmark. It is being donated to Habitat for Humanity, and also shop their restores. It's recycled. It's fabulous stuff that you can get at a discount price. And it once again puts another home here on Cape where people need to be in homes. So thank you very much, Habitat for
Yep.
Humanity. So we're sitting there, we're having this fabulous moment. The Spinners, they do this Don Cornelius.
Oh my gosh, yes. The Soul Train. They do
Soul Train episode, and we're like, wait, what?
Yeah.
It was wild.
And he was also inducted as well. He received the Ahmet Artkan Award. And Arsenio Hall was talking about it was the first Black executive producer of a show.
It was his show.
Absolutely, yeah.
And everyone watched it. Everyone watched it for
yeah.
the fashion.
Yep.
They watched it for the dancing. They watched it for the music.
And we were there. I told you, like, that dancing when I was in high school.
Yeah.
We would do that. We would have the line dance, or we'd do it in a circle. And when I went back for my 20-year high school reunion, we did that. And,
awesome.
I brought Daniel with me, and he was horrified.
Of course he was.
Because I was in the middle. I was doing my hip hop moves.
But you didn't do this at your high school?
Yeah, exactly.
What's up, Robert? Good morning to you. Mary Jane, Lynn, thank you so much for joining us. My oldest brother played in a band, a garage band with Jimmy Page. That's incredible.
That is.
I mean, the musicianship right there, just to be around it and just watching them play with each other.
Yeah.
You know, I think that was my favorite part, was watching them just jam out.
Yep. And Willie Nelson, he's put out 98 albums. And to see this man walking on stage.
His Marijuana Trail came out before him.
It's true.
I all of a sudden was like, whew. I was like, Willie must be coming up. It just was there.
I'm pickled and ready to go.
And I love that Dave Matthews did the introduction, because he really did such a solid.
He did.
Talking about him.
Well, and he was incredibly nervous, because when he finished because he came out and just started with the song. And once he was finished, he was like, yes, because he felt like, he was so nervous whether he was going to screw it up.
Right.
But he did a great job, and he shared some really, really personal stories. And that's the other thing that's wonderful about the induction ceremony, and the fact that it was live this year was really interesting, because they didn't have to cut anything.
It just made it was flawless, actually, from the inside out, because you've got these musicians that are not only talking to you like regular human beings. Yes, they did have a teleprompter, but not all of them were using the teleprompter.
Yeah, but we were reading it.
And we were reading the teleprompter also.
Because we were right next to them. So
I was like, that's not what's said there. This is great. We're going off script. I love this.
Yes.
But also, they're playing, they're jamming out with their friends.
Yep.
Then they're getting up there, they're having a conversation. Then some of them are performing, some of them are accepting awards, some of them are snacking in the audience. Like, they're just going about their regular way of life. And it was just really incredible to watch how it was made. Yeah. I felt like I was watching how it was made. It was just really, really neat to experience that. And so you had Willie Nelson also seated.
Yep.
And was it me, or did everyone seem so tiny in real life?
Well, that was well,
like,
that's
why are
what
they
happens.
so little?
Yeah. They're larger than life. We make them.
It's always the camera angles too in which we see them. You know what I mean? And it just makes them look that much bigger.
Keep me in frame.
Yeah, right. But when you see him, I was like, he's just a very tiny little man with tiny little legs.
Yep.
Sitting there making music with my friends. I just want to be on the road again. And when they did it, and he's like jamming out with Chris Stapleton and who else was over there at that time? I don't even know. And you're just watching it like, these are your friends? I need better friends. I mean, no.
Oh, well, that was when they were doing the tribute or honoring Al Cooper for the Musical Excellence Award. And it was Willie, Sheryl Crow, Chris Stapleton, and Brittany Howard from Alabama Shakes.
Well, that's when they did The Wait.
That's when they did the song The Wait.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, just for you that may not know this, Willie Nelson wrote Crazy for Patsy Cline.
That's my favorite karaoke song. It's like my go-to. When Willie Nelson and Sheryl Crow start singing Crazy, I'm like,
yeah. So there was that moment for you.
It was a moment.
Yes, absolutely. Sorry, I keep hitting the mic.
It's okay. You got excited.
Yeah, I did.
I don't know what to do with your hands.
So
it's like
much.
Talladega Nights over here.
Hey, listen. I've got a lot of caffeine in me.
Right.
A little more. Hold on.
Also, I'm wearing my Ruck for Hit shirt. Today is Veterans Day, that we're celebrating all of our service members. And also, if you'd like to make a donation, think about Ruck for Hit. I know 2 of my friends are now a new Ruck for Hit team. It's a race from Falmouth, basically Pecasset, all the way to Provincetown and back. And it is a relay race. I drive.
Yeah, all night.
I drive all day, all night,
Yeah.
and they make us do the activities in between. It's a lot, but it's just one of those things that I participate in that I really feel strongly about helping other fellow soldiers and people that are struggling, whether
Right.
it's you don't know whether you're going to fit in, you need help with your family, you need support, you need and literally any aspect of your being.
Right.
They do a really good job.
And there are so many people on Cape Cod that come and contribute and help
Mhm.
support. I mean, 'cause
Yeah.
you were telling me about
Shout out to Cindy
yeah.
Cindy Jones, who founded this organization. It was because she lost her son, Eric, who is just a magnanimous human being. And doing this is her way to honor her son. And she's just an incredible human being. So if you can find your way to help out, hit Heroes in Transition, definitely do so at some point. So yeah, RTB and I are having this fabulous moment with our friend John, and just
Hi, John.
it was so incredible. And there are a couple of photos that you had sent to me that I wanted to share
Oh, okay.
with some of our friends. But look at how close you are. There's you and Elton John.
Yay.
Like that's the stage in between us at this point.
Yeah.
So I mean, not
And
very
between
far.
that, between those, me and Elton and I, that was the walkway on the bottom where
that little teal blob down there.
You know, and everybody's screaming to Aaron Levine and stuff.
Adam Levine, yeah. And also Cheryl Crow, the girl next to us. Cheryl, we love you.
Yeah, she knows. I know.
Olivia Rodrigo, we love you.
Who? Sorry.
Who was the other one? Who was the one that introduced Cheryl Crow?
Oh, Laura Dern.
Laura Dern, we love you.
She inducted her.
I was like, you
wearing
love her.
wearing a leather outfit. She was wearing a leather dress.
But I always forget that Laura Dern was married to Ben Harper, and it has such great tunes there. So they've got just musical everything in their family. Yep. So we just really had an incredible time, and I was pretty excited that I got to hang with my bestie over here and do it. So
Queen Latifah
and Missy Elliott like hugging on stage in front of you.
That was the showstopper.
That
was the end of the night, and that was fantastic.
Show over. Like they didn't even do like a goodbye, join us here. Like show over. Mic drop. Missy Elliott's done. Totally. Get out.
Yep. Yeah. I love that performance.
Disney Plus, go watch it. I'm telling you.
I don't know. I haven't gotten to the end yet. Did they show the audience? Because they gave us these special wristbands, and it was for Missy Elliott's performance, because when she came on, these started lighting, and they were lighting different colors, so you could see it throughout the whole audience.
I'm excited to see what it's going to look like.
I have to watch it because I'm hoping that it's on there because it's really cool.
Yeah. I just paused when I saw you and I in the audience, and then I got yelled at by my husband. So I
was trying to write notes, me and my spreadsheets, because I'm like, I still haven't finished all my posts. I think I've only, let's see, how many have I done? I've only done 3 out of 7 that I really want to post.
Well, I tagged you in this one also. So if you want to follow back with RTB and see his postings of our accounting of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, definitely do
thoughtful. They have a lot of meaning to them.
If he says so himself.
All the inductees have a very special place in my heart, and I'm sure it resonates with a lot of other people, because their music really, that's what music does. It invigorates, it inspires, and that's the one thing that I love about attending that. There you go. I'm done. It's a
mic
high.
Drop.
It's a high, and like it is. You're flying from this for a while when you keep thinking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought about the entire subway ride home.
Well,
I was by myself.
Yeah, were you going back to Manhattan?
I know, yeah. Oh, it was totally fine. I got to hang out with my brother, which I can't tell you the last time that it was just him and I hanging out for a short amount of time. I don't think ever, because he's so much younger than I am.
Right.
There was always my kids, our family, something else in between us.
Exactly.
So it was just him and I, which it was kind of nice.
Yeah.
We had family trauma to bond over. All the good stuff
Stories
to cover.
To swap, make sure that we're getting all the right info.
Oh, you too? Okay.
Details.
All right. Things haven't changed. That was healthy.
Yeah, while you were doing that trauma bonding, I went and I got to go see Erica Spires in a play over in Soho.
That's awesome.
Amazing. It wasn't interactive, but you were immersed into the performance, because it takes place, the play takes place in Poland, in a cafe, and it was really interesting. It was World War II.
But there's some lady with a stupid cell phone ruined the end of the play for you.
Yeah.
Please.
I wanted to
If you
walk
were attending any
across.
live performances, i.e., this month at Lemonadio, we are giving away a pair of tickets to the Boston Ballet to go see the Nutcracker. Show date December 8th.
Ooh.
If you embarrass us, no, I'm kidding. Just don't put your phone away.
Turn it off.
1 hour. I just was how much technology is too much technology. It's actually in my stack of stuff to talk about today because of the alarming stats that were coming from tech addictions in California.
Go ahead, go to it right now.
But just basically saying that our children right now can barely read. And there was a stat that they're ingesting 3 hours plus of technology time, not even TV or screen time, like actively on the computer playing with rando things, and less than 20 minutes of reading a day.
Wow.
It's a problem. So if you can't get through 1 hour of a play or 2 hours of a play or 3 hours of a something where you're on your phone the whole time, what are you doing? What can we do for you?
Look at your life.
Put down
choices.
the device. That's it. My husband and I had to have an agreement last night as we were having dinner. He's like, do you want to go here? We're going to go here for dinner. All right. I was like, no phones, no phones. And made that conscious choice to not deal with that and actually have a dialogue with each other that was hopefully not about the kids, but it always ends up being about the kids.
Right.
But
but it's true. And it's really hard because you're so used to doing that while you're eating, while you're going out.
I know. Anybody else struggle over there to have a conversation with your spouse that's not about, I don't know, family problems, kids? Well, you don't have that problem.
No, I
don't. Professional development is another one. Yeah. I'm like, I'd just like to just sit there and be like, so how was your day? But since we work together, I know how his day was. So we don't have those combos anymore. I kind of miss that.
It's true.
I really do. Good morning, Dave. Thank you for your service. Good morning, Mark. Thank you for joining us. And good morning from Midday Movie Madness on 90.7 WKKL. I'll be over at 4Cs coming up on Tuesday afternoon. So if you're in class at WKKL, I will be an extra professora. I will see you then.
Spinning tunes.
Well, I'm just going to be talking to them about upping their game with their radio shows. Everybody over there has got their own radio show, and they're tasked with an hour of being either live or pre-produced. And so we're just going to talk about content and bring the best content because that's what we do here at RTB. We bring the content.
That's it.
Good morning, Mikey. I got to see you fairly recently. We were at our friend's wedding.
Mm-hmm.
Older gent.
Mm-hmm.
First time marriage.
Mm-hmm.
Very excited for him.
Right.
We never thought this day would come for you, Brian. We're so happy. It was a really fun wedding, but they did like the dance. He took dance lessons for this couple's dance that had like 3 different songs to it.
Oh,
and they were cool. It was fun. It was choreographed. It was a little kitschy, but I really liked it. I loved it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Having that moment of bonding, taking a dance lesson. I was having this conversation with my brother when we had our time together. And I said, what are you doing for enrichment? Like, what are you doing for activities? Because I really am trying to round out the whole me at this point in my life. I just had a blog post yesterday about really trying to up my fitness game because I do have a goal in mind and just trying to get myself back to a whole person as we're working through all of our issues in life and post-COVID and what does the world look like and all of the stressors that are going on in the world that we're being bombarded with. Right. What are you doing for yourself that is just for yourself, that's bettering you and your feelings inside? And so I told my brother, go take a dance lesson.
Yeah.
Like go find an act. He loves acting. He majored in dance and Japanese studies. And I'm like, go to, take a class that you loved. I think as grown-ups, we get tunnel vision of work, kids, house, family, balance, all of these things that we forget that we're still a human being with likes and interests. Yeah. And it doesn't always have to be technology.
I hear a little bit of me in that.
Yeah.
Because we've had those conversations. Yeah. And now I'm listening for what you're saying. And it's like, I need to actually
Do that.
Because I'm trying to always get people to do that as well.
Well, you've been bogged down in a lot of work stuff and end of year stuff.
Right.
And I feel like in your realm of finance and
Yep.
spreadsheets
Yep.
and organization that you kind of let like tunnel vision and even a lot of our conversations. Good morning, Michelle. Thanks for joining us. We talk about it's like work. I got this work. And it's so hard to have that work-life balance, which we all that's like the thing that we're all striving for, right?
True.
That we never have the
Well,
balance of
yeah.
things.
And I do have, me, I've got a lot on my plate, and I have a new boss. We have a new director, and this whole year has been really just getting up to speed and getting all the things done that she wants to do. And I've been, right there, hand in hand, like helping as much as I can. So some of the times that I'm supposed to have time off, it's like I have to break to help her triage or do whatever to support. I finally have my usual Thanksgiving week off, and I'm not planning anything.
Yep.
Just looking to completely decompress and be off the work.
Well, because you and I are both like, okay, we've got 20 hours. Let's stuff up the most amount of stuff I can get into all of this time, because this is the time that I have.
Yep. Well, yesterday,
we both suffer from this.
Yes. And I was trying to get up to New Hampshire and back real quick. Didn't happen.
I love this.
The traffic was way too much, but go ahead.
Serafina says, I recently started using the term work-life harmony because there's no such thing as balance.
Okay.
It's so true. Good morning, Carrie. Thanks for joining us.
By the way, Serafina, the plop was there for Spooky Bear weekend.
Oh, you missed it.
Same spot.
Stop.
Same spot.
The plop.
They were there.
Power lesbians of Provincetown, just in case you're wondering. That's what we have dubbed these women that are just fabulous. Like so jealous. You want to be in their circle. You want to know what their secrets.
Yep.
You want to know what they're talking about.
Cocktails, dressed to the nines. No costumes for me.
Pearls. No costumes. This is how I dress.
We are the plop.
We are the plop.
We have to now write a song for it.
Right, exactly. Oh my God. So I saw that Tina Fey. That reminded me of Tina Fey writing Mean Girls too. That is coming out. You want to be a part of their group. What's happening in there? I'm looking forward.
You don't find out till months or years later.
That's it. We're always behind.
No. They don't release those details until after the fact.
That's right.
It's so true.
Always behind.
Absolutely. It's like, oh, what? Really? Wow, she kept that a secret for a long time.
I've got a lot of like government comparisons here.
Yeah.
They run the world. Who run the world? It's the plop.
That's it.
I love it so much.
You want to get shit done?
I know. Serafina said she was bummed she could not go. Yeah, Spooky Bear was wild this year because the temperature was like 80.
Yeah.
Like who expects it to? All these poor little kids, their parents have like bundled them up because traditionally Halloween is in a space of cold. Not this year. Well, 80 degrees, sweaty makeup.
Yep. And all the scantily clad planned costumes. Oh, they were very excited because they were all over the place. Yep. This is my skin.
That's it. All you have to do is just go on any social media and type in Provincetown.
Oh, you'll see.
And you'll be able to see all of the fabulous sights and sounds. Somebody posted a photo on one of the regular town pages. It was like a mailbox. And right in the middle was a little Lemonadio sticker. And I was like, look I'm there. I'm here. I've made it.
I'm here in spirit.
I was very excited. Thank you for listening to us on Lemonadio, lemonadio.com. You can get the app, Roku TV, Alexa, play a Lemonadio radio, and you just have to enable the skill. Also, we're working on changing a little bit of our programming. We've been having a lot of programming meetings, and Hank has been leading the charge this week.
Great.
So I'm really excited to see some new shows coming and some new content that we're going to be putting out. Also, a lot of our podcasts are going to be re-aired in the evening. I've got our specialty with the teas possibly coming to Lemonadio for a rebroadcast after they do their live show. So if you've got content or anything in the Cape Cod area, we would love to rebroadcast it. We would love to share it with a wider audience. Please send me an email, Stephanie@StephanieViva.com. Get me on any of the socials. Find me out. I'm literally out 7 nights a week somewhere. You can find our schedule, lemonadio.com. Anytime you see me, be like, hey, look, I've got this idea, or maybe I've already got this content or hey, I've got a great podcast and we talk about X, Y, and Z, and I would love to rebroadcast it on Lemonadio. We want to share all of our community with everyone else. And I would love to be the hub for that. So we're your people over here. We're here for you. Also, like and subscribe our YouTube channel. You never know who's going to pop up. We've got Seraphina that's going to be joining us on the show on Monday. We had a week full of shows and you can rewatch them.
Yeah.
So if our schedule doesn't jive with yours, or maybe you had a minute today, but you really wanted to see some of our guests this week, we had a really full week that kind of touched on every space of our soul.
Yeah. No,
this week, whether it's sad, good, community, and or otherwise, we covered it this week.
Well, you've been doing a lot.
Yeah.
We should do a year in review.
I've got so much to review. I've been down for a year in review.
That would be fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll start putting the content together.
Also, Tori, are you coming back to work? You went snorkeling, scuba diving in Aruba. I had to check on your proof of life.
Right.
She says this week. We'll see if the First Shot morning show is coming back with a.
Well, what is it? It's because she's dating someone?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so. I think that's really what it is.
So is this just
Priorities.
I mean, come on.
I don't know.
All right.
Right. I ain't one to gossip, so you heard it from me.
No.
We're telling everybody about it. So
I'd walk through hell in a gasoline G-string before I
Listen.
say something bad about Tori.
we have talked about it. If it's a secret, don't tell me. And or period otherwise. Don't tell me. I'm gonna give it all to everybody. Speaking of which, Provincetown has got their monument lighting tomorrow.
No.
Is it tonight? Tomorrow.
Oh, God damn. I told you this. I thought you wrote it down. Here we go. No. Tomorrow, 11/11 at 6 p.m.
Already. I feel like
Yes.
it's a little fast.
Well, exactly. They used to do it the Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving. For whatever reason, they changed it. And just so you know, the incline elevator will be running prior to the lighting ceremony, but not after.
Going up, not coming down unless you're doing it with your legs. Sorry. That incline elevator, what does it go up? 2 floors?
Don't even start.
I
I just thought I'd make people aware of it. That's all. That was part of the release.
I'm just letting you know that's all I have to release. You're welcome.
Have fun walking down the hill.
Well, it's not even that bad, really, is it?
It's steep.
It's steep.
If you got some issues, I'd, just take it to heart. Plan appropriately. That's all.
That's all you gotta do.
That's all.
Well, I guess beige is out. What is it? Beige Christmas. I was trying to find the story. Millennial beige Christmas is over.
All right. You started with millennium. Done.
Gen Z wants gaudy holiday nostalgia. I'm just reporting the
Okay.
stories that are out there right now.
All right.
Gen Z wants gaudy holiday nostalgia. So no more beige, lifeless minimalism. We want big colors. We want a bold year this year. You're getting all decked out, right? You're having the professional lights put on.
I am yes by Dick Fico from Curb Infusions.
Just the white lights. Are you
Just
going?
white lights, nice classy
That's
white
all right.
lights. And then of course, it's nice because it's just very minimal in the front of the house. But once you go alongside the house and come to my condo door, it's like Christmas on cocaine.
I love it.
Bright lights, big wreath.
You
I
heard
love
it first. Christmas on cocaine here at
There you go.
Lemonadio.
Goes with the brownies.
Bobby B.
Bobby V. Oh, that was the other thing. When the Spinners were inducted. Sorry, we're still talking about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but New Edition came out, and we were so excited. John and I were able to yell Bobby B. We
They're
yelled
touring
it
again.
a bunch of times. He's.
They're picking up a Vegas residency, and we busted him lip syncing.
We totally did. When we watched it, I was like, "Oh my god, he was lip." Well, he did because he was working hard.
Well, yeah, I think he was
Bobby's
working.
got a few pounds on him.
Yeah,
but he kept up. He kept up. He missed a turn.
That big
but
boy
he got the
barely
other
missed
one.
anything. He was keeping up
Absolutely.
with everybody, but he
He
couldn't
was.
sing along with the dance moves. It was like a Janet Jackson situation. Not everybody can move your body like
There
that
you
and
go.
still sing at a regular pace and still harmonize.
Yep.
Bobby B couldn't do that. That's okay though.
That's right.
He had the moves in almost.
Bobby's gonna get it.
They'll
Bobby's gonna get it.
They'll whip him back into shape in no time. Rockefeller Center Christmas tree is set to arrive in New York City. December 3rd is the best date to put up your Christmas tree, according to an expert.
Expert or what?
Uh,
Thank
Who are
you.
these experts? Who are you people? And why don't I have a job like that?
A team
where
of
I can
expert
ju-
scientists,
right?
I don't know.
That sit in their labs and all they do is call people
Just
Is
because
this
you
what
wear
you're
a
doing
lab
today?
coat doesn't mean
Is
you're
it-
all knowledge.
Hold on.
Learn it.
I'm the expert now. I'm kidding. I need one of those jobs.
I'm putting up a Christmas tree before Thanksgiving.
It doesn't matter. We had this conversation this week on our Facebook page. By the way, you can leave shout outs to any veteran you would like. Stephanie in the morning, you give us a like, follow, share. But this week it was, do you put your tree up before Thanksgiving or after? And someone said, I don't see a button here for after Halloween. Like she was ready to go. She is fully on, decked out,
Right.
ready to go for the season.
Well, I wanted it to be festive because it's been so, frustrating and stressed for me. I was like, put up some stuff. And my buddy Tim, he just moved from Boston to San Francisco, and he had this beautiful house, and he would deck out because he's big on Christmas. He had a bunch of Christmas trees.
Mhm.
I said, "What are you doing with your M&M Christmas tree?" He's like, "Do you want it?" He's like, "I would love it if you take it over." I'm like, "Yeah, sure." So we dropped it off, and I'm like, "All right, that's
Nice.
getting decorated in the P-Town condo." Because we have Holly Folly coming up, and then Bob and Mike are coming for Thanksgiving. It's gonna be great.
Oh, I do want to give a shout out. Do you see a little box over there somewhere?
Box. What
It
box?
right there with a Christmas ornament. If you
Oh,
can
okay.
you reach
Yeah.
it?
You want to?
Can you reach it?
There we go. Oh, I ruined
Shout out
it.
to the ladies over at Wash Ashore. This is their annual Christmas ornament. And my friend Alyssa Ruggieri painted this. And so it's the first Christmas ornament that's going to go on our Lemonadio Christmas tree.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't it beautiful?
That is beautiful. Oh, I love it.
I know. She's amazing. She's amazing.
That's painted? That's
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So
it's a lobster if you can't see. Well, you can't see it.
it's beautiful.
It is beautiful.
I'll do a close up of it, but thank you so much for mailing it to me. I know I was
Ooh.
negligent in picking up my ornament, so I appreciate the ladies over at Wash Ashore for sending it to me. And Alyssa, great painting. She is going to be featured at one of our markets coming up.
Over at Knockabout?
Yep, I just had a great meeting. It's in the Mashpee Commons. There's a stroll that's going to happen December 1st, and then it's going to be crazy holiday season up in the Mashpee Commons. Shop local. We've got our first shop local campaign that we are doing in Mashpee. I'm very excited about it.
I love the Commons.
Yeah, there's so many great shops. There's so much good food. We're just going to be adding a little enhancement, extra additions, carolers, and just really, I'm excited for it. I really am.
Please leave me alone. Just go away.
Yes, 100%.
The SNL Christmas carolers.
I love them. And you're going to be singing that by the end of December. You're welcome. I'm jumping into the season for sure.
I know people would hate it.
Well,
beginning to look good. But
I'm embracing it this year because I feel like we need joy more than ever with everything that's going on. I had a conversation with a girlfriend yesterday that I was in passing, and she's really been affected by the world's lead news. And I said,
I turned it off. I have not been watching the
that's
news
what I
for
said.
a
I'm
long
like,
time.
I've shut it off. And she's like, I feel like I'm disconnecting and leaving my friends behind. I feel like because she's got family and people there. And I said, you don't have to immerse yourself in it all day.
No.
I had a great conversation with our friends from Sharing Kindness this week, and they had a really good tip. Dose yourself a little bit, just to know what's going on, and then pull yourself back to your day to day.
And
because you can't just go down the rabbit hole of what's going to happen, when's it going to happen, what about this, what about this, what about this. There's plenty of time for anxiety, but now is not that time. Really just try and find your joy somewhere at some point in the day.
And what's nice is, you can pick and choose now.
Yeah.
Because there's so many different ways to access things streaming.
Yeah.
So just, find whatever fun movie or traditional stuff that you
There's
enjoy.
Plenty of
and put that
stuff
on.
on the Hallmark Channel. Netflix just released.
You and the Hallmark Channel.
Listen, it is like
they're not showing Golden Girls anymore.
Middle-aged lady central.
It is all
Christmas where a young girl goes and meets that cute farmer who's never been married before in the Midwest. And she's just looking to leave her corporate job and find that person that she truly loves. And then they run away together and it's magical. And then they start growing bean sprouts somewhere in Honolulu. Whatever the stupidity is, and I will watch, rinse, and repeat.
However,
these happy time shows
on the next morning
and over. Yeah, right. That's
there was a pile of laundry for her to do in the other room from this lumberjack she fell in love with. Just kidding.
Don't ruin my Hallmark time.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Well, guess what? The laundry up there is the same laundry over with the lumberjack's
Oh,
house.
it's a disaster. This is why I live down here. I pretend the rest of this doesn't exist.
Mama's not coming up.
Nope, she ain't.
Not until you clean the
This
house.
is where Mama lives now.
That's it.
Not
They got the
having it.
day off.
Yep.
Hello. I know.
It's their day off.
Don't get me started.
It's their day off. Mom,
Their
I need a
day
ride.
off.
Mom, I need this.
Mhm.
Mom, you got $20. And when did $20 become $40?
Well, yeah.
$20 is not even enough anywhere for
Can we
them
ta-
to do anything.
Can we talk about what mom wants?
Yeah, right.
What mom needs?
A lobotomy. That's what mom needs.
No.
Shout
I'd rather have this bottle in front of me than a frontal lobotomy. Sorry.
Right? It's always a skit. It's my favorite part. Shout out to Sea Salt. Joy over there is fantastic. Start thinking holiday gift cards. Start thinking of a great way to just gift somebody the gift of get your hair did. Get a facial. Open up your pores. It's dry outside. Just get it done. That's all I have to say to you. Get it done. Get a gift card. She's got a fun event coming up on December 9th where she's having an open house. They're doing free mini facials. They're doing makeup demonstrations.
Very
They're having
nice.
an in-house psychic. So you want your cards read. I love it. I'm like, do all the things. I want it. Am I well now? Thank you.
I can't even go there because
Am I all better now?
God.
Tell me.
No, I can't because I don't think it's not cool enough for them.
Good morning, Mari. Mari, you must have popped on when we started talking about Hallmark.
She could sense it. She's like,
I need to put Stephanie on. She's talking
Exactly.
about Hallmark. I know it. Cindy, good morning. Thanks for joining us. It's RTB and Stephanie.
what's
We're
it
just being
called? When calls the
fools.
heart? The heart always calls something.
You watch When Calls the Heart.
I don't watch it. It's on when I'm watching Golden Girls, the advertisement for it. So I always think of you and Mari.
Me and Lori Laughlin.
Oh my God.
She's back.
She's addictive.
Yep, it's my favorite. She's back. It's epic.
But do we know where Brenda goes at night?
Best Saturday Night Live skit ever.
What's wrong with Tanya? There's nothing wrong with her. Yes, there is.
We're gonna drop it in the chat afterwards,
Yeah, we
and
have
just in
to.
case
It's
we're not
hysterical.
crazy. It's
No.
just one of our favorite things where they're mocking the Hallmark
Oh
channel.
my
but
God,
it's
with Bill
absolutely good.
Hader and Kirsten Wiig, it is one of the funniest skits.
Yep.
I love watching it.
Yeah.
It brings me joy. There you go.
Right? That's it.
I've been
Find your
watching-
joy.
Yeah, I've been watching SNL since I was 5 years old. And it's still, I love that kind of sick humor. It's hysterical. Just like Christmas Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Right.
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
100%.
That cat had 9 lives. He just bit every one of them.
So good. You have to quote it at least once,
Exactly.
or else we can't be friends, I don't think.
That's it. Oh, she's gift wrapped the cat again.
It's fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. I saw that the Boston Tea Party is having their 250th anniversary. Guess who they dusted off to host the celebrations?
Bob
Rob Lowe.
Rob Lowe.
Like, why is Rob Lowe the host for this?
Because he's sober and
Bro-
pickled and powdered. I don't know.
Who's the sober guy we can get for this one? Give it to Rob Lowe.
Exactly.
He
won't- well-
screams Tea Party.
Well, the other thing too, he won't be an embarrassment.
Well,
Because let's just say the Boston Tea Party boat is kind of an embarrassment. I brought my parents when they came to visit, and we walked past him. My dad's like, "That's it." I'm like, "Dude,"
That's it.
I'm like,
there it is.
"Think of the time. That was a big ship."
Right. There it is.
Hello. That's why people died coming across the
Right?
pond.
Can you imagine?
No.
No, no.
No.
We don't take any unnecessary risks.
No.
Mari said, The Golden Bachelor. Don't ruin it for both of us. We
No,
have
we have
not
not
seen the
watched it.
latest one.
No.
Also, good morning, Dawn. Thank you for joining us. West Coast time, very early. How are you dealing with the time change over there? I feel like this whole week, everybody's been a little foggy, a little groggy, a little slow to get going. No?
No, because the sun is out earlier now.
Yeah.
Because I'm getting up before.
We're
I get up
morning
at
people.
5:45
Yeah.
Every morning. Yeah.
But by 3 p.m., when I'm hunkering down and I feel like I've got hitch the wagons, let's go to bed. I'm going to light up my candle and walk up to my room now.
3 p.m. No, you got to take a nap so you can do your show. You got musical bingo. You've got trivia. You've got it
I'm
all
fine.
going on.
I'm fine. Everything's fine.
Yep.
I'll be at
Here's the There's a Lemonadio mobile.
Zip, zip.
She's going to the next show.
Where's she going now?
That's it.
Where does Brenda go at night? Where does Stephanie go at night? You can find it at lemonadio.com. I'll be out somewhere.
Yeah, last night. No, today's Friday. Okay.
No, tonight I have to say go Mashpee. They have their playoff football game. It's in Cohasset. My son actually got some reps on varsity. I felt like a very rotten mother last Friday when I'm here enjoying the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And my little freshman baby got in varsity time and got an actual tackle. And they gave credit to another kid. And my son was bitter. Still is bitter.
Oh.
Rewind the tape because they have their whole, like, it's on tape.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow. Okay.
And you could just, my husband's like, you could feel him vibrating on the sideline. Angry. They gave it to somebody else. But hey, he got his first varsity tackle as a freshman. And you know what? He knows he got it. That's all that matters, whether he got credit for it or not.
That's not all that matters.
That's a life lesson.
That is totally a life lesson.
That's a life lesson
I was
to
just
you.
about to say that.
We don't always get credit for the things we do. You're welcome, son.
You'll get credit for the bad things you do. Don't worry about that.
Yes.
So just don't do bad things.
I still say on tape. I know it was filmed. I know there's not actual tape anymore.
You're bound to get one of the good ones recorded.
This is the holding on to my agedness here as I'm saying I got it on tape. It's on film.
I can watch it later.
Exactly.
Just like you can watch Mommy right now.
Mommy's recorded forever and ever. You can see me on Disney Plus at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Is that going to go on your IMDb?
Well, you were not getting credit. Yeah, right. Well, you were not getting credit for your tackle. Sorry, buddy. I'm a horrible mother, but do it again tonight.
Yeah,
maybe you'll get credit. Good luck to you. I'm excited to have the night off to actually go and watch him. So that's going to be nice.
Just warm.
Getting to Cohasset, not my favorite thing on earth right now, but we got to do that.
One does what one must.
Exactly.
Sally Bowles.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
All right. Have you had enough of our ridiculousness today? I do want to talk about
Friday.
The poor cruise ship. Pretend you've spent all of this money and you're on a cruise and then the weather hits. I kind of laughed out loud at other people's pain and I don't like doing that. I'm really not that person. But
it's because of the way they quoted the tagline.
Well, I got sucked into massive wave leaves Atlantic cruise passengers holding on for dear life. But then when you click on the story, 100 cruise passengers injured, some flung to the floor as a ship storm hits. And Rich said, when was the last time you've been flung to the floor? And I laughed.
I think you only read phrases like that in probably romance novels. I don't know. I don't read those books, but
oh, good morning, Kat. Thanks for joining us. Oh, Don, we just got a VCR. And on another note, our friend Ken, our voice guy here at Lemonadio, has started doing positive affirmations on TikTok. So yeah, deep, billowing, hot voice that Ken has is now on TikTok.
All right.
I'm very much going to be following that. Thank you, Don, for that hot tip. Everybody else, follow Ken. Drop how we find him on here so we can follow along with him. Because I do love Ken's voice. It's big. It's booming.
Cool.
I know. And I will take positive affirmations by
definitely.
Ken.
I mean, I'll tag that and watch it. Listen to it. Yeah.
I started listening to the Snoop Dogg's. You're kind. You're smart. You're good enough to do anything. I love it. If that's what I've got to do, if that's going to be the mantra of my day to get it going, so be it then. I will take positive affirmations all day.
Yep. I have my disappointing affirmations
that
I enjoy watching. So I'll find the balance there.
Harmony. Thank you, Serafina.
Just like the other one from yesterday. One day you will find what you've been looking for, but by then you probably won't want it anymore.
Once in a while, I do share Rich's.
Those are fun.
Not positive affirmations.
Disappointing affirmations.
Yeah, right. That's it. It's perfect.
Yeah.
I just saw a survey that said women say flowers and jeans are the top two things that they like to splurge on.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever splurged on jeans.
I can't comment.
You splurge on wear, Everyone
No,
was like,
well-
where did he get his clothes from? I'm like, I don't know. I can't tell. I can't divulge that.
Yeah, that's it.
He's got little elves that make all of his clothes.
That's it. Santa Claus and his workshop are alive and well.
If you've ever traveled or seen RTB out in public in the real life, he always dresses to the nines for big events like this, to the point where everyone's like, can I get a photo with you? Where did you get that jacket? Hey, buddy, he looks like he knows where he's going. He's a star. What band are you in?
Right.
Who is he with?
Yeah. Are you
I'm
a
like,
producer?
nobody. He's nobody.
I'm nobody.
He's my nobody. And I love it.
You should start screaming that when people say that. He's nobody. He's nobody from Boston. What the hell?
From Boston.
He thinks he's somebody.
Thank you, Rob. Well, I was disappointed. You could have done the whole tea party. Move over, Rob Lowe.
Legend in my own mind.
Watch RTB. He'll get dressed up.
I'm Rich the Bear, damn it.
I just want to take that photo of you in that Sergeant Pepper outfit and start superimposing it on different things.
I always love that.
Kind of like they do that with Pedro Pascal and all of the things right now. I want to just put RTB out there.
Well, it cracks me up the ones with with Bernie when he
Yeah.
was at the inaugural with the mittens.
You could be the new Bernie. I think I need to start making that campaign. I'll put you over Ken's positive affirmations with your grumpy ones.
There you go.
Juxtaposed against each other.
Keep putting me with Queen Latifah and Kelly Clarkson. We'll see
Kelly
where
Clarkson.
that goes. I would love that.
Perfect.
I would love to go see her show in February. Las Vegas.
I can't do it, Captain.
No, you still have payments.
And I'm saving for Austria. I have to go live my best Julie Andrews life, remember?
I know. And you're going to love it. And that's actually not that expensive. The Sound of Music tour. I am excited for you for that.
Thank
It is
you.
a lot of fun.
I just have to be able to walk up the Alps. So that's why I'm working out now. Thank
Just
you.
do the salt mines.
Okay.
Where you belong.
Yes,
now.
sir. Yes, sir. All right, I got to get to work. I got to go get ripped for the salt mines.
Okay.
Don Whedon chocolates. Nothing better. It sounds like a fantastic night. Whatever it is that you are doing this weekend, thank you, Ottawa veteran. We appreciate you and hope to see you out. I'll be out Saturday at Sandwich Hollows, where we're going to be doing a little bit of trivia. This is open to the public. Come on by and have some fun with us. Sunday, we're going to buy a vet a beer. I'm going to be at Knockabout, and you can come by and buy a beer or 20. I'm going to put the tickets up. So if you're a veteran and you ever want to come in and grab yourself a free beer, we thank you year round. And I appreciate that. So we'll have that cork board set up for you at Knockabout to just go and enjoy a beer whenever it is that you get a chance to do so, or for you to buy one for a vet and pay it forward. We appreciate you.
Yay.
Thank you for listening to us on lemonadio.com. Like, subscribe our YouTube channel. And from RTB and I, we say have a great weekend.
Yay, yes.
Rock and roll, everybody. Have a good one. Now, if I could get back to my screen to shut us off, that would be great. Oh, it's Friday.
Check your mirror.
Where's the mirror? I don't know where it is. What's happening?